else will speak up for you. I will. But, and this is a big old but y'all better not be out here lying on people neither. Because one thing we don't want to do is mess up innocent adults' lives as well. And or give these petties, these attackers more ammunition, weapons against us. Because if y'all out here lying on adults, you know what I'm saying, to get y'all way or because y'all mad or whatever, then these adults have weapons to use against you. And we don't want that. And can use them against your parents and stuff too, or people that's trying to protect you too. And we don't want that. They got enough weapons out here that they've been using on us, that we've been allowing them to use on us. Now that we're fighting, now that we're fighting back, the last thing we need to do is give them more weapons against us. Don't lie on nobody unnecessarily. And don't believe them when they say that nobody's going to believe you. Don't believe them when they say they're going to hurt or harm your parents. Wait till they're nowhere around. Heck, if you got to trust a teacher or auntie, uncle, somebody that you know you can trust or whatever, tell them first, right? Because your parents is around, the attacker is isolating y'all. So it's like you never get a chance, you see what I'm saying? And you scared that they really gonna hurt your parent. Tell somebody outside the home to pull the parent out of the home that you want to address it. So if it's your mom, that you want to let her know that her boyfriend, husband, cousin, a family member, you tell another trusted adult or family member what's going on, have them pull them out of the house or have them go with you, you know, for protection and everything like that, to address the parent that you want to get the message to. And I promise you, the right parent mad. Only thing they're gonna be mad about you for is, why didn't you tell me sooner? I could have been had this money. I could have been did something about that. I could have been got rid of this. What took you so long? If they mad at you for anything, that's probably that'll probably be the only thing they'll fuss you out about. That'll probably be the only thing you get in trouble for. Maybe you know what I'm saying, if they ain't in their right mind yet, calm enough yet. If they whoop you, that's probably the only thing you get a whooping for, is why you didn't tell me first. I'm just saying, don't believe the hype. And guess what? I'm gonna take you a little step further. Even if they do hurt or harm, you got it out. Now they are exposed. Gamble on your parents, okay? Not that their life would be took. Gamble on them that they will believe you. And if they don't, run to the nearest adult who will. And don't stop until you get help. Because not all the time is your parent, you know what I'm saying, that they would, you know, take the other side or not do anything about it. It's because they're they care about them more than you. Some of them, they might have been violated themselves, and that might have had paralyzed them at the time. You know what I mean? Like, put them in a state of, remember, to where if they haven't been properly helped and don't know how to handle it, they probably stuck. You know, and then they probably handling it wrong. And just because a parent don't, you know, handle things where they don't always mean that it's because they hate or they don't love you. Don't let people say that it's because a parent go off on you all the time for some stuff that they shouldn't. It's because, or if they in denial or whatever, it's because they hate you. Sometimes they love you so much and they was trying to protect you so much that if somebody actually breach their protection, it makes them malfunction. Because they like, I thought I did everything, including worry. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have niggas in and out. I ain't, you know, I thought, I was, gauging people right. I was, just being discerning, and they paralyzed right now. So don't necessarily give up on them, or think that they, don't love you. Is that everybody is not the same on how they deal with things. So just gamble on your parents, please. Please, if a teacher, I don't care who it is, a stranger, somebody uh, if they are coming at you, making you feel uncomfortable, or if they doing stuff that, even if you're not scared or anything like that, but you're like, what is this? Like, don't just ask that question to yourself. Go to a trusted adult, and I am praying that y'all get an adult that will tell you the truth, especially with somebody violating you. Hopefully you won't run into another pedophile that'll make excuses, because it's like, oh shoot, I do that too. You know what I'm saying? So now they're going to make excuses for the person, and then they're going to turn around and they're going to violate you too, because now they know that you open, you know what I'm saying? Like, because somebody else done tainted with you. So, hopefully you get the right adults. And, but regardless, just gamble. Please, just take a gamble anyway. And if all else fails, y'all little bugs be on these technologies and all that kind of stuff like that. Y'all go viral about everything else, right? If none of the adults around you would believe you, you go viral about everything else. You be on. Some of y'all be on online, and y'all ain't even got permission to. Y'all be sneaking behind y'all parents' backs and doing it. So if nobody around you believe you, better bust out alive on somebody and be like, somebody help me, please. I'm being violated. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you have to do. Parents, please let your children hear me, because I am speaking truths that, petties will really try to isolate your children and lie to them. Make them scared to say something, or ashamed to say something. Y'all better break out of that shame. Y'all better break out of that fear. Tell somebody, bust out a lie. If don't nobody around you believe you, bust out a lie. Y'all be hard-headed any other time. Be hard-headed. Don't be like, well, I want to get on live and tell somebody, but I ain't allowed to be on. Now all of a sudden you want to listen. Y'all better stop being backwards with y'all thinking too, to get y'all ways. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, that's a weapon that it can be used against you. I'm just saying. Stop lying and covering up and telling half truths, and you'll do what you ain't supposed to do when you want to be violating, when you want to be disrespectful to your parents. But when it comes to doing the right thing, then all of a sudden you want to listen to some rules and stuff. Nah. Any parent in their right mind to tell you that's when you break the rules, honey. To get my attention, break the rules to get my attention. Even if the hand coming down like, but I had to break the rules, mom, to tell you that I'm being violated. You'd be like, what? Violated? Heck? Put that hand right. What you talking about, Willis? You see what I'm saying? Don't be doing that. Be respectful. Because it's the right thing to do to be respectful. If you're not allowed to be online, then don't be online. Okay? Don't be disrespecting your parents because they're trying to protect your behind, because there's plenty of pedophiles online. And even if it's because they just don't want your buns online, they don't want you online. Shoot, respect your parents. But I say, because I say this to my children, the only time I want you to violate my rules is if you being violated. Okay? And you need to get my attention. Because, we as parents can get caught up on our everyday routines, and we might, be dismissing you. It's probably because you ain't bringing it to us right. It ain't hitting right with us. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to cover so many areas, you know what I'm saying? Just like they got so many areas covered. Just regardless, if it make you feel uncomfortable and you ain't sure if the person violating you, still at least just go to a trusted adult and have a conversation about it. Like, I don't know what this means. you know, and then tell them, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll let you know or not. You know, like, oh, well, you know, this or that, that or this, you know, but do not remain silent. I didn't. Once I knew what was happening to me, I told. It didn't pan out exactly. I didn't know how it was supposed to really pan out, but I'm just saying now that I'm an adult, it didn't pan out all the way the way it should. But I still told, and at least it stopped that initial everyday, all day abuse that I was getting. Example, you know, I told the person, as far as I know, didn't, you know, do any jail time. But at least they weren't in my everyday, like they weren't in my home no more, violating me every day. You see what I'm saying? Apparently they got shooed out the neighborhood somehow, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't see them even in my neighborhood every day, all day like that. But even if I did, they weren't in my immediate life like they were so consistently violating me like that no more. It helped, you know, and also by me telling, um, it got me ready for the next pedophile, that the next petty that came in, and they just so happen to be brothers. You see what I'm saying? So both adults, but one of them was allegedly straight. You know what I'm saying? I guess, you know. I can't really say. That's why I say allegedly, because uh, I ain't seen with no boys, but he did. He did. He was into incest. I take it because of what he did. But the other one was on the alphabet side. Now I didn't, like I said, we might not know what it is when we little, but we can recognize something that's standing out. One of these things are not like the other. One of these, you know what I'm saying? That we can play that game with you. And imagine somebody singing to me, two of these things or one of these things are not like the other. I pointed them two out, and I pointed out to him. So when he got me a little older, I was a little older, about 12 years old, when this alphabet one tried to get me. I'm older now. See, your brother done groomed me. And now that I know what he was doing, I know what you doing is definitely not cool. And I didn't know much about, you know what I'm saying, the alphabet people back then or whatever. But I'm like, I knew when I was younger, when I was real little, like baby, you know, watching him grow. I'm like, I don't think he's supposed to be like that. That's so weird. Like, I couldn't put my finger on it or whatever, but I'm like, why is he, you know, not liking girls? You know what I'm saying? He a boy, you know, and this is before I was even taught about all of that. It's just natural. It was just natural picking up. My natural radar was kicking in. So when I got older, now I'm 12 and everything. So when he attacked me, I fought him off. And he was like, dang, you strong to be a little kid. You know what I'm saying? You strong for a little kid. And I was like, that's because I know better what you're doing, and you are not about to do that to me. Your brother already almost got me. Meaning that he almost penetrated me before I could tell. I woke up to him trying to penetrate me. You know, so, but he didn't take my virginity, thank God, but he molested me since a baby, like, since a baby. I want to say since I can remember, since 4, but I know he was doing it before then. But now that I'm like 12, you know what I'm saying? Now I know all of it now. Oh, I know what you're doing. You good touch, bad touch. You bad touching me. And you are not about to do me. And he was about to try to do me. And I pushed him off of me up against the wall. I'm on the bed, laid out on the bed. That's what I'm saying. When a person is determined to live, oh, you gonna live. It don't matter how old you are or whatever. It be the fear that stop a lot of women. It be the fear. But I'm a little 12-year-old little girl, and this big, fat ass. I mean, he had belly and all. Big, tall, fat ass, sweet dude. trying to mount me and he gonna try to take my little sweet little virginity. I think not. I'm still laid on flat on my back. He right on straddled on top of me. And I pushed that Negro straight from off on me, still laid on my back, across the room up against the wall. Then I stood up and got in my stance. I'm still laid down and this dude busted, put a crack in the wall. Where that strength came from, it only came from God then, if that's the case. Because you know why? Because I was sitting up there thinking, I think not. Not today. And all of that strength, not today. And he went flare to the point where by the time I'm standing up and I'm in my stance ready to go toe to toe with his ass if he came for some more. He like, dang, you strong for a little kid. That's right. And you will not violate me like your brother did. And by the way, don't you like boys? I mean, don't you like men? You like, ain't you that type? Like, he be like, yeah. I'm like, well, what you messing with me for? I'm a little girl. Like, I'm a little kid. Are you supposed to be with some adults? Go be with some adults. And when I asked him, I said, don't you like dudes? Don't you? He said, I'm still a man. I said, well, if you still a man, then why don't you go be with an adult woman then? What is you sitting up here messing with me for? What you checking for me for? I don't want that. I want to play outside. I want to do what I was just doing in here, watching my little cartoons and shit. It's enough. I still got memories of your brother, and then now you want to come along? And that's why I sit up here and tell you kids right now, because this is that was the first and the last time I ever made that mistake. And I ain't gonna put my family out there like that. But I had some younger family members. Now, mind you, I'm thinking by this time I can handle it, because I got past his brother or whatever. So when I made him walk away, he seen I wasn't giving up, and I was still in that stance. Like, come on, Cletus, come on over here and get some more of this 12-year-old goodness. Okay, I'm ready for you. Oh, somebody gonna get this. Somebody gonna get all of this pent up. Oh yeah, and it might as well be you. And once he realized that, I wasn't saying no word. It was just all in my actions. You see what I'm saying? It was all in what I was ready to do. He was like, he left me alone. But he ain't leave my other little ones alone though. He went right along to violate them. Why? I only threatened him. I said, if you touch me, or you better not touch me, or nobody else I love, or I'm going to tell on you. I should have just went on ahead and told like I told on his brother, see? Because if I had told on his brother, then I could have saved my other family members that actually did get violated. I could have saved them from that. I'm not blaming me for it because I was just a kid. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that snitching shit, fuck that. Snitch, rat, tail, tattletale, snitches get stitches, I don't care. Tail. Because even if you save your own ass, what about the other children in your family? That if you don't tell, they can get a hold to them. I'm on here way longer than I thought. And I'm on here when I'm supposed to be, getting ready. Because I'm serious. Tell. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for tattletelling. That's the alarm system that we need to let us know it's some shiesty stuff in the midst. It's some dangerous people, dangerous things in the midst. Tell us and let us do the rest. I promise you. Please, parents, let your children hear me say this, because if you don't let them hear nothing else about this video, let them hear the part where I'm addressing your children, and I'm addressing your children in your face with permission. Like, the only children that's going to hear this without their parents' permission is those who are being sneaky. But then again, with my message, I'm not grooming your children to do nothing but save their own lives and the lives of you and others, because they can play a very important part in everybody's salvation here, you know, because like I said, I told with the other, and I was able to do more with that. Now I ended up running into him, you know, other times in other circles, but I'm just saying, I got him out of my immediate space to violate me each and every day like he was doing, you know. It wasn't easy to see him every day, but I'm not seeing him every day, but it wasn't easy to see him when I did see him. But at the same time, you know, it gave me the space I needed to start my healing and everything. And it gave me the time I needed to get used to his absence. So therefore, even if it was violating to me when I did run into him every now and again, the more I ran into him, the more I had a voice. The more I was able to stand up for myself, the more I was able to, if he, you know, because he tried to treat me like I was, he tried to come at me when I was older, like we was boyfriend and girlfriend or something, like trying to reminisce like we was an old relationship that broke off years ago. He want to remember when we used to, no, I remember when he used to violate me every day. I don't remember we wasn't doing nothing. It was all you, bruh. All you. I remember when you used to violate me. We was never boyfriend and girlfriend. I was a child. You was a grown ass man. I was a child. We wasn't in no relationship. We wasn't even in no situationship. We was in a violationship. You was violating me. That's why I said, so don't let people gaslight you and your kids. You see what I'm saying? Because if I wasn't strong enough, or whatever, I probably would have been confused, like, was we in a relationship then? I guess that was okay. If he talking about remember when and all, I guess it was okay. He reminiscing like it's not a problem. No, it is a problem. You just sick in the head. That's all that is. You childish and sick in your head. So you can't handle a real woman. So you want to mess with little girls and little boys. But my battery about to go low. I guess that's my sign to say I said enough. Thank you, God. If there's anything else you need for me to say later on, that's another that's another video. But I just want to tell you guys, the most important thing right now is what he represented and people like him represent when it comes to these children. They are our future, and we should not let another generation grow up messed up in the head because we want to be politically correct and we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. We'll hurt all of the people that feelings shouldn't be hurt. We'll hurt them feelings all day long, saying violating stuff and everything. But when it comes to people that should be getting wrecked with our words and with our actions, we protect them. We shouldn't be too hard on, No, I don't want to hear this. These babies deserve better from us. We'll violate them before we'll protect them. And that just ain't cool. And I'll go hard for mine, my grandchildren, your children, all children. It's wrong. Period. We are backwards. Everybody doing everything backwards. What we should be doing, we're not doing. What we shouldn't be doing, we're doing all day long, and we're sitting up there loving it. Proud about it. Parading it all over the place. Like one of them alphabet parades. In people's face with it. Violation. Ooh, I'm violating you. All up and down the street with it. All a violate. Just like them little, but let you go, get in their face. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some straight stuff. You arrested. They'll probably try to jump you. Call you phobias and all kind of stuff like that. Try to get you fined and all kind of stuff. But they could be all up in your parading all up and down the street all daggone day. That's how we treat people that's been violated. Shame them, but parade the violators up and down the street all day long. And they get emboldened too, where they just coming straight out and saying, like, we don't even want y'all, we want y'all kids. They bold. Cause we allow them till we give them the space and the platform for it. They bold with it, like, we don't even want y'all wenches no more. All we need y'all for is baby making. Y'all just a baby making machine. We really want y'all kids though, like. And if they come to you and say one of us hurt them, don't believe them. Because if you do, that's why I'm going to leave you as, and that's why we don't want y'all, because y'all be leaving y'all kids over us. See, that's another reason why we don't want y'all single wenches. Not only did we violate y'all by, leaving y'all with these kids, because not all of us, even if we didn't get married or whatever, not all of us was out here being hoes. We was actually out here being faithful to our dudes while he was not being faithful to us. We was actually sticking in there, you know what I'm saying, and while they weren't. So I don't want to hear it. All of us didn't get our babies. We thought we was going to get married. He said we was. Some of them gave us rings and everything. Shut up rings. They call them shut up rings and promise rings, whatever you want to. Yeah. But no longer are we, like I said, we're no longer taking y'all IOUs, maybes, possiblies. Let me think about it. Oh, it ain't that serious. If it ain't that serious, then you can wait until you ready to give up what we want and what we ask for to get what you want and what you ask for. It ain't our fault that you only asking for the stuff that you claim that they ain't that important. Our love below.